You're standing in the kitchen. You've asked him what's wrong 3 times now, and each time your voice got a little tighter. And you watch it happen. Something in his face closes. He goes flat. He says nothing, and he means it as a peace offering. But it lands on you like a door. So you think the obvious thing. He doesn't care. But you're wrong. And not in the way you think you're wrong. Here's what almost everyone believes about this moment. One of you feels too much, and one of you feels too little. She's emotional, and he's checked out. She needs to calm down, and he needs to open up. Nearly every couple who walks into my office is carrying some version of that story. Consider what I just said. Half of it is something you saw. The other half is something you guessed. You saw her get louder. That happened. You saw him get still. That happened too. But checked out? Nobody saw that. That's a guess. We watched someone stop moving, and we decided that meant there was nothing going on inside of him. That's the mistake. Not who's doing what. The two of you have that figured out. The mistake is what we decided the quiet meant. Because stillness is not the absence of feeling. Stillness is what too much feeling looks like from the outside. In 2006, a psychologist named Jim Cohn at the University of Virginia put 16 happily married women into an fMRI scanner. He told them that when a red light came on, they might get an electric shock. He ran it 3 ways: alone, holding a stranger's hand, and holding her husband's hand. Alone, the threat centers of the brain lit up. With a stranger's hand, quieter. And with her husband's hand, the alarm went way down. Same shock, same voltage. The brain simply registered less danger. And here's the detail that matters. How much quieter depended on the quality of marriage. The better the bond, the less her brain reacted to the threat. Contact with a safe person doesn't just feel nice. It changes what your nervous system counts as dangerous. Which means the reverse is true as well. When the bond doesn't feel safe, your partner's presence isn't helpful. It's a threat signal. In 2013, Sue Johnson, the psychologist who built emotionally focused therapy, ran that same scanner protocol with couples who were not doing well. Before therapy, their partner's hand did not help. The alarm stayed on. Then those couples did 20 sessions of emotionally focused therapy, and they went back to the scanner. The brain's response to the threat had changed, and it may be the first time a therapy for relationships was shown to change how the brain itself handles fear. So when he goes quiet, that isn't absence. That's an alarm. Because underneath this, the two of you are asking the exact same question. Are you there? You ask it by moving toward him. Louder, closer, more insistent. Because not knowing is unbearable. He asks by going still. Because in his brain, what's about to happen is he's going to fail you again. And the only move he has that doesn't make it worse is to make no move at all. You're not incompatible. You're both protecting yourselves from the same thing, losing each other. And look at the shape of it. Every step you take toward him is the thing that makes him step back. And every step he takes back is the thing that makes you step forward. Neither of you are doing anything wrong, but the gap never closes. So what breaks it? Not communication skills. You can both be perfectly articulate inside this cycle and stay in it for years. What breaks it is when one of you names the cycle instead of the other person as the problem. The enemy stops being him, and it becomes the dance between you. In EFT, that's the first stage, and it's called de-escalation. It's the difference between you always shut me out and we're doing that thing again. I chase, you go quiet, and we both end up alone in the same house. The second one is true, and it's the only sentence in this whole video that either of you can say without the other one having to lose.